Wait, lean in. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? It's your alignment calling. Ring, ring, ring. I need a little fake phone. Ring, ring. This is Jen calling. This is my fake phone. And and so this is your alignment calling, and you're not really listening. Is this you? And you're successful, you're super smart, no one's gonna doubt that. And yet, even though your alignment and purpose is calling, it's like you're hanging up on it. Right? Have you been here? Okay, your wild part of your soul wants you to release into that space of listening. And here's what's in the way. You don't know that you can trust yourself. Because somewhere along the way, you thought you were in alignment, you thought you were making the choices that were best for you, and you got somewhere and you went, this isn't at all what I wanted. And now there's this doubt, there's this niggling fear that you actually can't trust yourself. And can I tell you what's actually happening? It isn't that you can't trust yourself, it is that you are not listening to where you're being called that's creating that doubt. When you're being called internally, magnetically, to something in your purpose, it's so big, and you're like, nah, I don't need to listen to you, I got this. But you know you're out of alignment, right? That is literally, it's a harmful act to yourself in your journey, right? A yogic term is ahimsa, and this is something that I loved when I learned, right? So this was back in the day when I was doing my yoga certification and training, and it's not harming. And so when we think about lacking trust in ourselves because we are now just doing the grind, right? We started in one spot, we thought it was the gig, we got there, we did it, now we're in the grind, we're in the hamster wheel of life, we aren't excited, we aren't passionate, we don't feel connected to it, and really what we're doing is we're letting ourselves down. And if one of our guiding ideas, values is that do no harm, right? And you learn it as a medical professional, you learn it as a therapist, do no harm. When we don't listen to our souls, we are harming ourselves. And I really want you to take that into account for a minute. Is that it is literally an action towards yourself of harmful behavior when we can't step into who we're meant to be. And I know that's kind of like, feels a little out there theoretically, but I really want you to harness this notion that if I'm really living into alignment, right? If I'm fully living in my alignment, right? If I'm wildly stepping into where I'm meant to be, I don't lack trust in myself, right? And so when we come into those places, we really want to examine what's going on. So, okay, so a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is not at all. 10 is the mostest ever. I want you to imagine for a moment where you are on the continuum of trusting yourself right now. If you're really brave, I want you to post it in the comments. On that scale of 0 to 10, how much do you feel you can trust yourself right now? You thought you could, you thought you had the answers, and right now you're like, I don't know about that. And maybe along the way, without trying, it was an injury to yourself and your soul to say, I have to stay here, but I'm being called here, right? It's a self-betrayal. And that's a big word. I know, like it just drops like a stone. Self-betrayal, right? I'm actually writing it down because I was working for the words for like 10 minutes. So self-betrayal looks like the space where we show up and we're doing something other than what we're meant to be doing. And now I don't know if I can trust myself because I thought I was supposed to be here and I think I was supposed to be here, but how did this happen? And then I don't feel ready to do something. So now I'm not living according to ahimsa, which is really that notion of not harming myself. Your soul wants space, and it's a self-betrayal to not listen to that. And as long as you don't listen, you will feel disconnected. You will feel lacking clarity. You will feel the fear sinking in, that lack of connection, right? That lack of trust. And you deserve something so much bigger than that. And so I want you to really examine that trust. And then we're going to do a quick exercise, okay? We're going to do a quick exercise. So you can imagine, even though, I want you to be tapping the side of your hand for a minute, even though sometimes I don't trust myself, I truly love and honor myself. Even though I don't always trust myself, I truly love, honor, and respect myself. Even though I don't always trust myself, I truly honor, love, and respect and love myself. I might have said that twice. Even though I don't always trust myself, I do truly honor, love, and respect myself. Okay? Even though I'm afraid. Even when I feel like I'm lacking trust. Do it with me. Lacking trust. Lacking trust is a self-betrayal. I'm betraying myself. I'm betraying myself. Collarbone, I'm betraying myself. Under the arms, on the ribs, self-betrayal. Mistrust. Self-betrayal. Because you know what? I can trust myself. I can trust myself. I can listen to where I'm being called. I can live in a divinely wild place where I trust myself, where I listen to where I'm being called, where I trust myself. Under that arm and the rib. Wildly listening, wildly trusting, wildly going where I'm being called. Comfortable in discomfort, because I can be brave. I can be brave. I can be brave. I can be bold. I can be wild. I have big things to do. I have such big things to do. I have so many lives to affect and change. I have purpose. 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 I trust myself in my purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. And say it like you mean it. I trust myself in my purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. I am powerful. I am wildly listening for my alignment. I step into that purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. I trust myself in my purpose. And now drop your hands in your lap. Take a big, beautiful breath in. And exhale it out audibly. 2 more times. Inhaling in. Big belly breath. Audibly exhale it out. I was going to say edibly. We're not going to eat the breath. And then 1 more inhale. Exhaling it out. Now, check in with yourself and see how that feels. Just 1 small exercise, right? This was short and sweet. 1 small exercise to step into this idea that you can live into alignment, that you can trust yourself, that where you're being called is for you and you only. And that difficulty you feel, that struggle that you feel, is just because you're not living into alignment. It's a form of self-betrayal that you can move into and away from this space and into fully standing in your power and your purpose, that divine right to be here and do what you're meant to do. And I just want to give you a little journey. This is sort of some of the coaching stuff that I do. Of course, it's longer than that, but I wanted to just drop you in a space where you're really stepping into that trust piece. And now assess for yourself again. 0 to 10, not at all, to super amazing sense of trust in yourself. Where are you? Did you move? Did you move along that spectrum somewhere to be feeling a different sense of connection to your ability to trust yourself? Drop it in the comments. Okay, so for this time, working on trust, wildly living into your alignment and listening to that call, you are being asked to step into the highest form of who you are and live in divine alignment. And so I hope that you will take my opportunity to do just that. So if this was helpful today, I really would love for you to go to my website at laughinglotuswellness.com. It's laughinglotuswellness.com, and go check out my purpose tools. It is a really beautiful spot where I put all my videos, and so it's a great spot to go grab like free tips, tricks, tools, and all sorts of coaching that you can garner just in my videos right on my website. So I would love to see you go there and check that out. And as always, share questions with me. Your questions actually evolve into conversation and content that I teach, so I love that. So feel free to always drop me a line and ask a question. So until next time, my loves, I hope you'll go check out those purpose tools that I've offered for you, but I will see you next time. And this is Jen signing off and wishing you blessings, love, and light on your journey as you rise on your path to purpose.